Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KOTOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Peragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to... Could be a Jedi. But we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KOTOR, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KOTOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead? Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one, or perhaps you have been trained for such things. Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KOTOR tank about you. How do you... I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened? Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor, a result of your Jedi training, no doubt. Your stance, your walk, tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down. So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now. I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answer. The ship we arrived in. We were attacked once, and even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions. I leave you...
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, KOTOR, listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Peragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Peragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And of course, in the idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KOTOR or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Be careful. There is much energy. Can you not sense them? It is the... Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide... Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove...
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here? Security claimed I violated some... Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns. Oh, you mean you didn't come here on... This slice of paradise is the Peragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Peragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up. Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Peragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator. You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator. You mean before or after that Jedi You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here...
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak...
Well, there was some big civil war on... Yeah, well, when she became a Sith Lord, she sure didn't stop. The males are bad enough, but when a woman falls to the dark side, you better space yourself before they catch you. Hey, wait a minute. The miners can't... Look, hey. Just in case you don't...
This facility is a series of This facility...
You know why? Because every one explosion, you might survive. But 100? 1,000? You'll be riding out of here on a comet trail, Jedi. So if something's gone wrong here, you can cling to the Force all you want. But nothing will stop this place from going critical. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down the cell security. Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console. Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard, the asteroid drift charts are constant. The hail warns them to keep their Thing is, you can bounce that same pure possess. This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. No, someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here, trapped. I doubt it. All we have is... We could be my...
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent question, he said. Trouble.
So is that stupid droid of yours gonna... Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my... Hey, what do you know? If he got the turbo... Wait. Don't tell me you're... That explosion I heard... You're either... Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I'll keep the con...
There's a lot of interference. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Peragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. Find the emergency supplies? About time. The whole half-naked Jedi thing was wearing a little thin. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines. There's gotta be some central Watch where you... Those mining droids, especially the excavator. Chances are if they still had charges after they went rogue, then they may have set them to try and kill... If you see one of those excavators, watch out. Hey, watch out. That explosion is super... If you can find a mining energy shield... Should be somewhere nearby. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on. Still, be careful of those... Yeah, I'm picking the contain. Unlock. If you.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to see you alive. Pitying if he apology or we're and greeting. This is answer music condescend answer greeting answer I
5 droids burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop, please!
addendum is remaining attempts. Recit
5 droids.
addendum objection Irritated state clarification. Mutant. Answer. Objection. Clarification. Greeting. Recite. Objection. Irritated statement. Master, if you insist on echoing everything I say, this already tedious conversation is in danger of clarification. But yes, most droids... Answer. Hesitant. Spec... Play... I... If... X... 3... You... Greeting. Irritable. Of course. Greeting. Proud. This I am irritated. Answer. Play. Greeting. Recitate. Of course. Mute. X. Pop. Object. Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Finish the sonic imprint sensor. The sensor should allow me to issue. I've been keeping the... Finish my examination of the droids from the... There's... When the dock office... Someone ordered them to... The maintenance...
Greeting. Addend. Object. Addend. Recit. Addend. Condescending explanation. Musing. In the conjecture. I suspect. Once he realized something was wrong in the facility. Condus. Answer. Object. Irritated statement. Master, if clarify.
Found anything? Voice print? There's... You know, and maybe there's samples of the code in the maintenance... That's a start. See if you can find any... So they are still alive. But... Voice print? You know, and maybe... Yeah? Yeah, we'll watch your back. Found anything? That's about time. Huh? You're... What? They're... Ow. I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling.
This may be the beginning of a long wreck. Just no good.
We managed to get to the dormitory. Managed.
What did you want to talk to me about? I have to suit up and drill the 3219K asteroid claim within the hour, so talk quick.
I heard you had plans for the Jedi. About selling him to the Exchange.
Yeah, but security already set their piece on that, didn't they? Nobody's getting sold to anyone.
Are they? I've seen the logs you've been accessing. Maybe the two of us could work something out.
It doesn't matter what we work out. We wouldn't make one hyperspace jump before what's left of the Republic was on us.
If you have a way off this station, I can cover our tracks, and ensure the Republic is not alerted to our presence.
Well, I may know someone. Works the system on special jobs. He may want to know details, but I might be able to arrange transport.
I've seen the logs. I know you've already asked him and given the details. Once he agrees, I can handle the rest.
Handle the rest? Like how?
When the time comes, I'll contact you via comlink. Maintenance out.
Since when did the maintenance officer grow some horns?
The transmission gives the code to...
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank turun. Der winter runter wakere kwe wa. Relibe kuronto so mele grima kon kore gimbasa. Der winter runter wakere kwe wapa teratan chingaradana. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank turun na saganinch. Grava we no ku se tabateva. Der winter runter wakere kwe wapa teratan chingaradana. Federator pada no rinca nel commercio c'è la fibo no turu. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank turun na saganinch. Der winter runter wakere kwe wapa teratan chingaradana. Ferrar pada no ringtada nel camera c'è Federator pada no rinca nel commercio c'è la fibo no turu kavrek. Ona jun seni sensen drawiche.
Your ears always were too big, CN. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, these dorms are gonna be filling up soon. And shut that damn data pad off and throw it down the refresher. Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you murglak. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmit.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing...
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Corda, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You? It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing his identity, and then trying to harm him. And that I cannot allow.
Statement. You are a risk, Corda. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Talking query. Corta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes, in case you managed to get this far.
Emergency lockdown. Overridden.
I have felt the one that fired. We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk,
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking? Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty.
And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic... Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue. Correction. Indignant. After I then, of course, answer, as I said, besides. Answer. It is beyond you. Resig.